Normally, when we think about vacuum furnace, we think about high pressure gas quench system, pumping system, or hot zone. Today, we talk more about vacuum vessel, so the main part of vacuum furnace. Together with Marek, we will try to explain you a little bit more. Marek, let's start with the first question. What benefits we can give to the customers making the vessels like this here in-house in our factory?
Good morning, Adam. Good morning, viewers. As you said, Adam, in the introduction, vessel is very important part of furnace because of few aspects. First aspect is quality. Vessel is a very important part of every furnace, but especially in the high vacuum furnace or high pressure furnace.
So quality means safety in this case.
Also. So we need to control everything from the very beginning to the end.
Producing vessel here, we give safety. What's more?
Safety, quality, cost. Adam, the vessel is the most costly element, most expensive part of the furnace. So we also control the cost. Other thing is the time. The vessel.
This is what I was thinking about. Delivery time, because having the production here, we can control delivery time from beginning till the end.
Yes, we can control it because the vessel consumes the most longest part of time when in process production. So we can control it from the very beginning to the end and have hands on that all the time.
What about repeatability?
It is also part of our activities. Quality control.
Why I'm asking, because I remember a long time ago when we rely on different suppliers. From one company, quality was different, from another was different. Now we can control the complete process, and we can guarantee the repeatability of every vessel.
Yeah, you're right, because every company has its internal procedures. Our procedures are set to our production and to our control. We use best of our knowledge, best of our experience to produce our vessels to be repeatable.
Okay. Marek, I see a lot of weldings here. And what does it mean in case of tightness of the vessel? Because you mentioned about vacuum furnace, sometimes high vacuum furnace. How we can guarantee the tightness of the vessel?
So the tightness would be, I would say, as good as the weakest weld.
Or as the weakest
weld. Yes. So every vessel, it is something that is different, maybe different in other producers of standard vessels, because our vessels are vacuum vessels. So we have special procedures to control tightness. We do leak tests of every step, after every step of production, to fulfill that vessel's quality and tightness is highest.
So it means this part of our factory cooperate closely with quality control, checking the tightness of every parameter, sometimes complete vessel and sometimes separate element. Yes.
Yes. Depends on how big is the vessels. We check tightness in the process partially, or at the end when we have finished product, we do tightness, helium tightness, also water test.
I remember one curiosity that I'm not sure if it's true, but the vacuum vessel is tight that if we pump out the vacuum and close the door, the pressure will be equal to the atmospheric pressure after about 200 years.
Yes, there are no tight, not fully tight elements in the world, and we need to keep remember this. But how many years you said?
200 years.
Yeah, it may be something. So when we evacuate our furnace, it will take so long time to equalize pressure.
Because at the end we measure the leak rate, yes?
Yes.
So this is always what I try to say to our customers. If you want to check the quality of the vacuum vessel, check the leak rate.
Yes,
at the beginning.
Yes. It is parameter which says us how how big leak do we have, and we said that is tight.
Tightness we already discussed. Let's talk about pressure. If we think about vacuum vessel, it's also high pressure gas quench many times. What pressure we can achieve?
We produce furnaces produced in up to 60 bar pressure.
And up to 60 bar we talk about, let's say, more classical
for the
heat treatment, but 60 bar it means mostly for sintering.
For sintering. For standard furnaces up to 25 bars.
25 bars means high pressure gas quench for hardening processes.
Yes.
Okay, 25 bar. So how to control and how to guarantee that the pressure is safety in our vessel?
We need to control the process from the very beginning, from the order marketing proper materials with the proper certificates. Okay. Then we need to...
What kind of certificates we can provide?
Material certificates.
Material certificates,
quality, yes.
But manufacturing vessel according to what certification?
I will say later.
Okay.
So this whole process we need to follow from the very beginning, from the material certification to the material marking. Every part we cut from this element needs to be marked. Okay. So that means that every part of vacuum furnace, high vacuum furnace, is traceable. So if high pressure, whatever happened to this part, you can take this part. Looking at the numbers, you can find from the whole process to the material. Yes.
Okay.
So it's traceability. The next thing is this control of whole process. So we are working under supervision of certified bodies when we're talking about pressure European directive, or we are pressure under supervision of agency when we talking about ASME, because we can also produce furnace fuel stamp according ASME Division A Section 1.
Okay.
So whole process it assure having these procedures, it assure how process is supervised from the beginning to the end. So every process, welding, test, it includes
you mentioned
visual
about
test.
What kind of test we have to do?
Visual test, measuring test, non-destructive tests like penetrance, radiography. It's all obviously
X-ray too?
X-ray radiography. Okay. Yes, it is required for the furnaces. So at every step we control, and at the end we make a final test, water pressure test, when we check the tightness, but not always tightness, also the strength of the whole vessel.
Of complete vessel.
Complete vessel assembly, yes.
So this is the final test?
Yes, this is the final test regarding to the vacuum equipment.
And then the vessel that is manufactured here in this room is transferred to our assembly shop.
Yes, exactly. It is end of this process in this shop, so we transfer the vessel for further assembly process.
Perfect. Every vacuum vessel has a double wall just to keep the furnace in a cold condition, so the water is fluctuating all the vessel all the time. What we do to prevent again the corrosion?
Yes, corrosion is also very important aspects of our vessel. So the parameters we control is this welding. The procedures is parameters that we control during the process, but also the cleanliness of all our process, and also at the end we are doing water pressure test. So we are adding inhibitors to this water, and after this test, the vessel is primarily passivated against the corrosion.
Okay. Just optionally, can we make a stainless steel vessel if
yes,
necessary?
But it requires special procedures. So we have separated plant with separated machines, separated tools. You
dedicated for stainless steel only?
Only for stainless steel. You cannot use the same tools for stainless steel. So it is clean plant. We call it clean plant when we can produce the stainless steel vessel.
Can we say that the vessel is just the metal shell? Absolutely not, in my opinion. The vessel quality determines the lifetime of the complete vacuum furnace. So my warm recommendation is always, if you think about buying vacuum furnace, please check if the producer has the vessel manufacturing in-house. Thank you for today and see you next time. Thank you, Marek.
Thank you. Bye-bye.